Hi everyone, welcome to Stage 5 Statistical Displays. So we have a Stage 5.1 outcome. The learning intention to begin with is understanding how to use statistical displays to compare sets of data and evaluate statistical claims made in the media. And today I would like you to be able to find the mean, mode and median for a data set. And then we're going to explore everyday questions that people ask using numerical and categorical variables. Going to collect data from secondary sources, so things like the internet, and construct frequency histograms and polygons from a frequency distribution table. First of all, I would like you to be able to find the mean, mode, and median for this data set. So this is what we mean when we say a data set. So this is a stem and leaf plot. You can see here we've got the key, so 1, 2 means 12. So this number here is 27. So have a go at these 3 questions after pausing the video, and then press play and the answers will come up. I really would like you to use the statistical feature of the calculator to do these. So to do that, we go mode 2 for stat. We're going to use one variable, so we have one number that's changing, which gives us a frequency distribution table like this. Actually, the frequency is not turned on at the moment, so let's do that first. Shift, set up, scroll down, so press down here, and we want stat again, so press 3, and we want to turn frequency on. So now it's a frequency distribution table. So for X, our first score is 4. So type in 4, enter, or equals. You can see here, so we've got a score of 4 and a frequency of 1. For the next one, we can go 6 and 6 like that. Or we can say that there are 2 6s to change the frequency to 2. Then we can go 7. Has a frequency of 2 as well. 8 has a frequency of 1, so that automatically puts the frequency of 1 in. 9 has a frequency of 2. We have 110, 112. We can leave 11 out because we don't have any of those. 13, 14 has a frequency of 2. 16, 17, and 27. I think it's a good idea to check your answers, or check the numbers in the calculator. So I just pressed down. So we've got 1 4, 2 6s, 2 7s, 1 8, 2 9s, 1 10. Remember, we've got 1 and 0, so that means 10. We've got 1 12, 1 13, 2 14s, a 16, 17, and 27. So the numbers are correct. So once we have the numbers that are correct, press AC to get a blank screen. Shift 1. You can see that the 1 is in statistics mode as well. Then we have whole bunch of different options. So if we press 1, we get that screen again, so we want one variable. Go Shift, Stat, and then 2, we get the data back. Shift, 1, 3, we don't actually use this one very often. Shift, Stat, 4 is what we want. 1 would give us the number of scores. 2 gives us the mean. 3 gives us standard deviation, and 4 gives us standard deviation, which we'll talk about later. So we're actually after 2, the mean. This symbol here means the mean. That's the symbol that we use. So the mean is 11.1875. So we'll write that in here. We can also find the median using option 5, the min-max. Minimum score, maximum score, Q1 and Q3, which we'll talk about later. And 4 is the median, which is 9.5. Let's get the data back up, because you might have noticed that I didn't do the mode. Oops. Shift, Stat, and I want the data this time, so 2. So these are the numbers. We're looking for the highest frequency. The mode is the most common number, and it has the highest frequency. So you can see that we've got 2 6s, 2 7s, 2 9s, 2 14s. So for this example, we have more than one mode. So all of those numbers are the mode. So the mean is the average, which is this symbol. We use this symbol here, which is 11.1875. Mode is the most common, so these numbers, because we have 2 of them. And you can have more than one mode. It's quite common. If we had an equal frequency for all of them, then you'd need to write down all the numbers. So mode's the most common, 6, 7, 9, and 14. And the median was 9.5. Remember, the median is the middle number. So we could go old school and cross off 1 from the start, the end, to get there as well. And would end up in between 9 and 10, so it's 9.5. Alright, so we have an investigation for this topic. I would like you to investigate the number of hours in a working week for different professions in Australia. So have a think about what you might like to do for a job when you leave school, and then I want you to research how many hours the people in that profession actually work. So if you want to be a chef, do some research into how many hours chefs work. Once you've done that, I want you to find some statistics on annual rainfall in various parts of Australia and compare that to that of other countries in the Asia Pacific region. So somewhere like Samoa might be interesting. And then I want you to find some statistics on an area of interest. So you might like to find some stats on health, sports, shares, or anything that interests you. Once you've done that, I want you to use a frequency distribution table to collect the data. And then I want you to choose an appropriate display. So if your data is going to be good for histograms and polygons, use those. Back-to-back stem and leaf plots, you can use those as well. I want you to describe the shape for any stem and leaf plots, dot plots, histograms that you come across, and continue your way through these things that you need to do. I won't just read them, you can read. Notice here the glossary of terms. So if you're not sure about any of the terms that we just talked about, read this a little bit about data, data displays, categorical variables are here, and I'll let you read. Pause the video if you need to. With this back-to-back stem and leaf plot, we've got on this side the scores after. So there's 86, 87, 88. All of these scores are for after, and these scores are for before.